Thank you so much for popping on in. Excited to be here on this Monday. Minute with Mary. Going to be talking about my Cyber Monday deal, and I'm so excited to share this with you at MinuteWithMary.com. Got some really cool things going on, and I wanted to make sure that I let you know about it. So if you could do me a favor, if you watch this on the replay, do a hashtag replay or hashtag hello lovely, whether you're watching it live or replay. It's just a great way for me to see who's tuning in, a little way to give me a high five over the interwebs. That would be super awesome. So thank you ever so much. My goal at Minute with Mary is to help you feel more creative and confident when it comes to your makeup and skincare. And one of the things that I want to make sure you know about is today's Cyber Monday deal. So I sprinkle in all sorts of things. I do skincare and eyeshadows and lipsticks and mascara, of course, because you can't go without an amazing mascara. But today, it's all about your base face. So earlier I had a deal on foundations, really helping make sure you had the right color for you as you transition into a new season. And now I have come out with a brand new product, so brand new that I don't even Hi Tamara, how are you? Good to see you. I don't even have this brand new product yet, but I need to tell you about it because I'm super pumped. It is a prime and set setting spray, a continuous light airy mist that is going to help fill in those pores and fine lines, act like Velcro to hold your makeup on nice and strong, and then also to set your makeup. So when we talk about how to really make sure that your foundation and your bronzer and your blush and all that lasts all day and looks its best, it really comes down to sandwiching it between primer and setting product. So oftentimes we buy two different things. Oftentimes we buy a primer, which is what I have on my face right now, and then we might buy a setting powder or a setting spray. But today I've launched a brand new prime and set spray. So it's a 2-in-1 product that is bundled together with my awesome, new to me, and it's going to be coming part of my core line in 2022, which is crazy to say. Have any of you even been able to contemplate that? 2022, I can't even handle it. But I have a brand new line of matte bronzers. So if you're looking to add a little bit of warmth or dimension to your face, but you don't necessarily want the luminescence that a lot of bronzers have, I have brand new matte bronzers. They are only available this week through Sunday. As they will be part of my core line sometimes next year, but we're sprinkling it in right now as part of my holiday special. So you're going to get the Prime and Set setting spray. You could either get a bronzer or a blush. I will help you find out the perfect one for your skin type and skin tone. And then there's also an upgrade where you can get my brand new contouring brush. A contouring brush. So you can get all 3 items, you can get 2 items. The world is your oyster, my friends, but I want to make sure that you look fabulous for these holidays. Hi Looney, how are you? Hi Chloe, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. So happy to see you all here. And we got Melanie. Hi Melanie, how are you? So I have already ordered my items. The bronzers do come in 5 different shades, ranging from really light and fair all the way up to deep. So I can help you if you would like that. I already have some primer on my face, so I want to make sure that I can do a little bit of makeup while I tell you about a few other things. The first thing I'm going to do is actually take a little bit of concealer. I like to do my concealer before my foundation just because I don't necessarily do a really bold highlight. That's just my personal preference. Hi Friendly, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, I got a lot of friends on today. This is awesome. So when it comes to your concealer, less is more, okay? My concealer is infused with skincare, and it's really gonna help you with some caffeine and some ginseng to help with the puffiness, the darkness, and the fine lines, but a little does go a long way. So a new tip that I've been using is actually using an eyeshadow brush, just a fluffy blending brush that you see right here, to actually blend my concealer. So a little bit of concealer, blending it with either the fluffy blending brush, that is generally an eyeshadow brush, or a concealer brush that you have on the tip of a powder concealer brush. All right, so I'm going to go with a lighter shade of concealer. You can see I've got darkness. I gotta tell you, both of my kids were sick yesterday, and this happens after holidays for us all the time, all the time. I don't know if it's for everybody. Do I want to go lighter? Do I want to go lighter? You know, I'm actually just going to go with the same color as my face right now. I'm not going to brighten too much. I just want to conceal. Elsa would be proud. Conceal, don't feel. Don't let those under eye bags show. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? It's funny. I take really good care of my skin. I exfoliate twice a week. I do a hydrating mask. I use, anti-aging serums. I do my eye cream. So I don't necessarily have a lot of things on my skin that I am super uncomfortable about. I love my freckles, okay? My age spots, they're kind of able to sneak in and be pretend freckles. So I just put a little bit of concealer, and I'm going to use that fluffy blending brush that we have right here, and I'm just going to do light circles, holding it at the base of this brush, light circles, and lightly bringing that on top of my eye to help with that discoloration. So I've actually been able to rock like a foundation-free face a lot this week, but my under eyes tell the tale of how little sleep I've been getting with my kids between the holidays and tummy aches. I honestly think my kids get stomach aches from eating all the sugar from the pies. Is that a real thing? Is there anyone watching here who has like a medical degree or can back me up with that? Because my kids definitely have issues after every holiday, whether it's just their excitement and their nerves or the sugar. I mean, we don't even have that much sugar. We don't, but we don't have a lot of sugar normally. So maybe just that little bit pushes them over. So I was up last night. My little lass has had tummy troubles since Wednesday. So she was up, whining and crying and all that kind of stuff. She's fine. But I think too, when they get tired, it's easier to be a little sad and mopey. And plus they just want to cuddle with mama. And then my son, God bless him, had a tickle in his throat. And we all know, tickles in your throats are the worst, right? I mean, I always have a drink nearby because I cannot stand having a tickle in my throat. You can even hear it. You could hear it here now. He, being 8, he doesn't necessarily understand that sometimes you just need to reposition yourself. You need to lay on your side. That laying straight back has all that beautiful postnasal drip goodness, meaning badness, that happens. So as much as I try to tell him, please, honey, just sleep on your side. You'll feel a lot better. He doesn't. And then he just makes all these grunts all night long, is miserable. So he was up until about midnight last night, being super crabby. Hi Diana, hi Dina, how are you? Hi Wendy, hi Jen. So good to see our friends over there on Instagram. Remember, everybody, do me a favor, put hashtag hello lovely right down in the comments so I could see who's tuning in. Sometimes social media gets a little crazy and I don't necessarily get to see who's tuning in, but can you see the difference of that under eye concealer? So I use the same color as I will for my foundation, but because I'm not trying to highlight, I'm not trying to do anything crazy, I just want to hide the darkness of my under eyes. So I use just a little bit of product, really focused it on the area where I have the most discoloration. I can add a little bit of a highlight to brighten, but we're going to see how things go because I think I'm going to be pretty much all set just with my foundation. But as I said, aside from the darkness under my eyes, I haven't necessarily felt the need to wear a lot of foundation recently. But I wanted to share a foundation look with you because my special is today, and it's the new Prime and Set Setting Spray and my bronzer. So I figured I'd come on and do a full face so you could see how I currently use bronzer. Hi Jen, thank you so much for that little lovey face. You're so stinking sweet. So I'm just going to put on a little bit of foundation now that I've had my eyes being taken care of. And yeah, so the kids were a mess last night, which means that I'm a mess. All right, so I'm going to go in with my liquid foundation, and I need to tuck this hair back. Apologies. Can you all see me okay? I did a new setup here in this room because I haven't gone live in a little bit. So I just figured I'd try something new, and I tried the camera angle a little bit differently, but I want to make sure that you can actually see everything that I'm doing because I don't know. I was worried that I was like too far away, and I want to make sure, as I said, that you can see me. I might have put on too much foundation. I was going for more of a medium day. Let's go on with a blank brush. There we go. I went a little heavy-handed with this one. Oh well, we're just going to really be able to see the power of bronzer, right friends? There we go. This is my new skincare infused liquid foundation. It's great on all skin types, but especially those of you who err on the side of being a little dry. But honestly, my oily friends are loving it. I'm loving it. It is a medium to full coverage, depending upon how much you put on your face, like I just did. And I can color match you in a jiffy. So when it comes down to the Cyber Monday deal, I'm making sure that it actually goes Cyber Monday and Cyber Tuesday. It's just through the end of the month. I'm running on a really big promotion right now. So if you do need to make an order, please message me ahead of time because I want to make sure that I can get you the best bang for your buck. I am throwing in for any orders $100 or more, so the equivalent in your country, I'm throwing in a brand new twisted mascara. Just my gift to you for being such an amazing customer and supporting me in this month. Hi Dorinda, how are you? Thank you, Blake. Hi Kate, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. All right, so you could see, really easy. I just applied the foundation on my brush, blended it all over, really evened out that skin tone. And my eyes, because I didn't use a different shade of concealer, I used the same shade as my skin tone, they're not necessarily highlighted. I will do that in a smidge just to show you the difference, but you don't have to highlight. You don't have to, okay? If your concern is more the darkness, sometimes going with the same color as your foundation is able to do that, particularly if you're someone who does have age spots or acne. You know, if you have to really make the choice of which concealer to get, if you have multiple things that you're self-conscious about, not just brightening, then you're gonna wanna go for your skin tone color, their same foundation color. And you can use that same blending brush that you just saw me use. And it's actually an eyeshadow brush, as I said, but I am having massive, massive luck with it. Just using a little bit of product and then blending it out with that eyeshadow brush. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. So excited to see so many friends here. So what I will say is when you do use a liquid type of foundation, you are going to want to set it. Okay, and that's where that setting spray, that brand new Prime and Set setting spray is going to come into play, or a setting powder. It's going to make a nice big difference to lock it on your face so it doesn't smudge and get all over the place. The primer keeps it velcroed onto your face, but then the top layer can kind of move around, get off on your mask, get on people when you're hugging them. So that's why we always want to set it. But before I set my face, I am going to go in with a little bit of bronzer. So the bronzer I have right now is a luminescent one, meaning it kind of catches the light. Can't tell it too awfully much. Oh, right there you can. This is okay. This is okay. I like luminescence, but not everybody likes luminescence, and particularly as we go into the winter season, this is more of a summertime look. So I frequently will use like a darker foundation or something like that, but that is why this week I've launched the matte bronzers. So it's part of this week's bundle, but I'm just going to share with you how I would do it with this one right here because they're so new that I don't have it in yet. I do not have it in, little old me, but it's going to be coming. All right, so it can be upgraded with more of a contouring brush. Do any of you use bronzer? Do you use bronzer? Do you contour? So I'm going to go in right here. You can see right where my cheekbone, you can even take your fingers down this cheekbone and kind of wiggle them down. You'll feel where it starts to concave a little bit. That's where you want to add a little bit of definition. This is going to help you kind of carve out your cheekbone, give yourself a little bit of a lift. There's a couple of different ways that you can do this. This is more of like how you use bronzer to contour a little bit. It'll slim your face down, really enhance those cheekbones a little bit. So you can go right there, kind of underneath your cheekbone. Some people even bring it like down in this motion to really help that cheekbone look like it's a bit more pronounced. I just kind of do it right here. The other way that you can do it is more of a Nike swoop, where same thing, you're going to work in that same area underneath the cheekbone and kind of lift it around the apple of your cheek a little bit. That's going to help give you a little bit more fullness to your cheeks. It's so wild what working with bronzer and blush can do. It can really alter the way that your face shape looks. So, you know, if you're going to be having holiday events, or if you're on Zoom calls, or if you're back in the office, or if you just want to feel really good about yourself, and if makeup does that for you, I want to be your makeup lady. I want to help hook you up, make sure that we get you the right matte bronzer shade to help you add that definition and warmth back to your face. Hi, Shani. Shani, can you hear and see me okay? Would you mind just putting a little comment of hello, lovely, and letting me know if you can hear and see me? So if you are a fair-fellowed folk like myself, I do have fair-colored bronzers. I think a lot of people when we think of bronzer, so I'm going with a bigger brush right here to add a bit more warmth. Right there I really carved out the definition, but now I'm just going to add a little bit of warmth to the face. A lot of people think when they think bronzer, they think Oompa Loompa. They think big and orange, you know, fake tan looking, or back in the 90s and early 2000s, we used to just literally put bronzer all over our faces. Do you remember that? I feel like Christina Aguilera was the queen of that. It just had like this big old orange face from just sprinkling bronzer everywhere. People like that are better off just getting a fake tan and at least doing this whole part of their body if you want to look that kind of a color. But really what we've learned on what the new technique is to either hit where the sun would hit you, so on your high points of your cheekbones, over the bridge of your nose and over here, a little bit on your forehead, or to use it more in the areas that you would contour, so around your forehead line, underneath that cheekbone, and then underneath your chin to add that definition and still add a little bit of warmth back into your face. Yay, Shani, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. I never know if it's gonna work right. Never know, especially because I played around with some different settings and everything, so it's good to hear. Good to hear. All right, so added just a little bit of that bronzer, and you can see it just made me look more lifelike. So when you use foundation to cancel out uneven skin, redness, rosacea, acne, scarring, age spots, freckles that you may not love too awfully much. If you're just trying to even out the skin tone, the more coverage that you go up, the less your natural coloring shines through, which can be a good thing, but can also be a bad thing. So that's when we have to add things back in. So if you're someone who prefers more of a medium to full coverage foundation, you are going to want to think about grabbing this bundle at MinuteWithMary.com. As I said, only through Tuesday, I'm throwing in a free twisted mascara for any orders 100 or over. Just as my little thank you to you as I'm running for a big promotion. I do want you to message me. I don't want you just to go willy-nilly and pick out different colors. I do want to make sure that you get the right colors. So you can get honestly anything on my site right now, but the special for this week is my new Prime and Set setting spray and either your choice of one of my new matte bronzers or a blusher. But as I said, I want to make sure that I've got your color matching down. We know which shades are best for you, so that way you have success. So speaking of blush, I am going to go in and do a smidge. I'm going to use the shade Stunning. This is one of my favorite shades. It's just a really nice pink. It looks a little aggressive in the pan. Makes it look like I'm going to be a clown. I promise. It's all about having a nice light touch and blending. But there you have it even with the bronzer. A lot of people are fine even just with bronzer. You know, that does the trick for them. I'm a blush girl. Maybe it's because I'm so fair. Maybe it's because I do often have a natural little flush to my cheeks. But I love me some flush pink cheeks. Hi Rachel, how are you? So I'm going to take that blush and kind of apply it above the area of where the bronzer was. And I like to go a little bit underneath my pupil and then bring it up and back. Once again, blush placement and bronzer placement really do alter the face shape. It can alter, make things stand out a little bit more, thin or widen the face, or do all sorts of cool things. It just kind of plays a fun optical illusion. Hey Gabriella, how are you? Gabriella, good to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that this video is coming okay. I'm trying to do a live on Facebook and Instagram at the same time. So that's why I keep saying hi to people. And you might be like, Mary, who are you even talking to? You're talking to people in your head? No. I'm just trying to do a couple of different places because I have some friends who are only on Facebook. And I have some friends who are only on Instagram. And then I have some friends who are only on YouTube. So we're trying to make sure that everybody is covered. I'm going to take a little bit of that blush and I put it on the tip of my nose because that's where the sun would also hit it. Once again, I wear sunscreen, so that sun ain't going to do anything to my little nose, but I want to make sure that I add that color in, especially since I went a little heavy-handed when I applied it. And then we're just going to do a little bit of blending. So think about that. As you lose some of your summertime sun, if you still want to look like you have some coloring into your face, if you're in the office, if you're on Zoom, if you're going to holiday events, having a little bit of definition is going to help you look younger. It's going to help lift your face, add that warmth and dimension in, particularly if you're someone who chooses a more medium to fuller coverage foundation. So this week only, my new Prime and Set spray, but we can also switch it. So if you don't want to have that, if you want a different setting product, I can hook you up. But either a bronzer or a blush bundled together, huge savings. I want to make sure that you look fabulous for the holiday season. So let me know, shoot me a message, as I do want to make sure you get the right color. And I'm going to finish my face nice and quick. Does that sound good to you? That sounds good to me. Let's do this. All right. Moved all things around, so I need to make sure I know where it all is. I'm going to go in and just fill in my brows a smidge. Shani says, do you blend with the same brush you applied with? Awesome question. So I have a brush that I use to blend that is just like free and clear. So like a setting powder brush, just a big fluffy brush. Or this one I bought, I I think I just bought this one at Target. I liked it because he was even bigger. You know, some kind of a bigger fluffy brush that is very light and soft, meaning the bristles aren't condensed. I use that without any product on it. So this probably has a little bit of blush and bronzer and everything in it because I do use it regularly. I do wash my brushes. You do want to wash your brushes frequently, but I don't blend with the same brush that I applied it with because it's very concentrated on that. So let me know if that makes sense, Shani. Going in with some brows just to add a little bit of definition. I love answering questions, so please, as always, let me know if you ever have any questions. It's why I go here live. Not only to say hi and to catch on up, but also to help you feel super confident, you know, whether it's the makeup that you already have at home or if you're going to be getting some stuff on my site. I want to make sure that you know how to make the best out of your makeup and out of your tools so that you can feel fabulous. We all deserve to feel fabulous, even if you're like me and you're in yoga clothes right now because, you know, it's the day after the holiday weekend and my kids kept me up till midnight. So I can still put on some makeup and feel pulled together in my little yoga jacket. And I'm not doing yoga today, I must say. I love that. We need to rename yoga pants and yoga clothes because I should do yoga more, but I gotta tell you, friends, I have a really hard time focusing. Believe it or not. Oh, you would have never guessed, right? I have a really hard time focusing and sitting still, and I'm very inflexible. So all these things mean I should be doing yoga. I should be doing yoga so I can calm down, so I can learn to focus, so I can stretch my body out a little bit more. Alas, it's not my favorite. I am more of a hiker. Do you hike? Does anyone here hike? I love hiking. That calms me down a ton. And I particularly like hiking this time of year because all the bugs are dead. They're either dead or they're buried within the ground. But this is my favorite time. Give me some fall and winter hikes. I absolutely love it. I love seeing the animals that are out in nature this time of year because it's really their time to shine. And one of the things that I want to do very soon is go on an owling hike, which my husband, if he listens to this video, he's going to die laughing because he loves to make fun of me about this. But owling is when you go out, ideally on a full moon, and in the winter or fall. So the point is that the leaves from the trees have already fallen down because the owls are up in the trees, and owls don't necessarily they don't fly south for the winter like a lot of the birds here. So the leaves are not in the trees, and when you have the full moon illuminating from above, you can see the silhouette of the owl on the branches as they're hunting or they're just hanging out and stuff. So that is one of my goals this winter, is to go owling. Hi Melanie, she says I'm president of the club. Yes, Melanie, glad I'm not alone. So yes, I'm really excited to go owling. I haven't bought tickets to it yet. I do need to. I'm trying to figure it. Sorry, my brain is a little frazzled because I'm trying to figure out which eyeshadow I want to do. I think I want to do Misty. So this is no, I don't want to do Misty. I want to do Reverent. Reverent's my jam. It's just a nice champagne shimmer. If you're looking for a stocking stuffer, by the way, please think about shopping through me. You know, I feel like big box stores and Amazon get enough business from the world. So if you're hoping to support a female entrepreneur, you're just hoping to support more of a small business, and there is someone in your life who wears a little bit of makeup, I want you to send me a message, particularly in this month as I'm running for a really big goal, and we're still not there yet. So you need to message me though, so that way we can really make sure you get the best stuff going for it. But what I also recommend too is that if you want things, if you want them, but you feel bad buying it for yourself right now because you need to shop for somebody, I'm going to ask you, do you have a husband or a partner or a mom who's going to be shopping for you? Because if so, tell me your wish list, give me their email or their phone number, and I'll tell them what you want. And then you can open up the gift you want and be super happy. So this liquid eyeshadow is one of my favorite giftable items. It is so beautiful. Looks great all ages, all skin types, all skin tones. You just can't go wrong with it. It can be used with other liquid shadows or pressed shadows, and I just use my thumb. You do it one eye at a time, and I just use my thumb, my finger, to blend it, my ring finger. Rachel says, yes, I've heard you talk about owling. It sounds amazing. Thanks, Rachel. And Dorinda says, I'm going to give Reverend as a gift this year. That's awesome. It's a perfect gift, Dorinda. I'm telling you. So, so good. So for anyone looking for a gift, you have a teenager in your life, a teacher, a dog walker, a mother-in-law, you know, people like that you want to give gifts to and you don't quite know what they're going to like. I'm telling you, mascara, liquid eyeshadow, maybe a little lippy from my site, and you're good to go. Any one of those things or a combination, but I do want to make sure we get you the right thing. So please, please, please message me. I am going to be answering messages. I am taking out Ornate, which is a little bit of kind of like a bronze shimmer. And I'm just going to put that in my outer V and blend it with a fluffy crease brush. We're going to have a nice distinct eye, but once again, super simple. So if I wanted to, I could blend this with my finger. I personally, for the darker liquid shadows, I use a brush. And I'm just keeping it nice and saturated in that outer V. It's just going to help my eye look a bit bigger and really kind of jazz up that eyeshadow look. Yes, I want to go owling, and I am going hiking a lot. And I'm thrilled that there's no bugs. There's no mosquitoes. The mosquitoes bother me, and we live in New England, so we always have to worry about ticks and Lyme disease. I live about 45 minutes from East Lyme and Lyme, Connecticut, where Lyme disease was kind of found. So we take that very seriously. So this time of year, I am all about being outdoors. But I need to actually wear my yoga pants and do yoga at some point. Hi, Suze, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. So we got this liquid eyeshadow, super easy. And you know, you can gift one shade, you can get 2 shades. If you have, you know, someone who you want to gift it to and you want me to help find the color that's best for their eyes, I'm here to help you out. That is my goal. I want you to feel fabulous. I want you to gift fabulous gifts to people. You just kind of can't go wrong. A lot of these gifts, even if someone's not necessarily a makeup wearer, I have some gifts that, you know, like my lip butters, which are kind of like the grown-up version of chapstick infused with shea butter and vitamin E. Great for people who have dry lips. So all sorts of things on my site. I've been having sales fast and furious to just really treat you for supporting me in my Minute with Mary business, which I'm ever so thankful for. Right, let's finish things up with a little bit of Twisted Mascara. As I said, this is the one that I'm gifting people if you purchase a $100 or more order through Tuesday. So it only goes through Tuesday. I'm calling it Cyber Monday and Cyber Tuesday because one day just isn't enough. All right, so the cool thing with Twisted, and this is my go-to mascara if you want to get it for somebody but you don't know if they like dramatic lashes. If you know that they already wear mascara and they love dramatic lashes, you're going to go for my 4D. But if it's for someone who wears makeup but you don't really know if they like dramatic or not, this is the one I recommend. It's infused with biotin and keratin, so it's going to help keep lashes healthy. There's 2 wands. So you open it up at the silver and you get a nice big wand right here. And then if you open it above the silver, there's this itty bitty baby wand, which is super great. And I love to use the little wand first, and I'll show you how I do that. So I take it and I'm going to do my lower lashes first. And I always look down. I'm a mess when I do my mascara. I'm blind as a bat and I'm a mess. So I do my lower lashes ideally first, because that way I won't make a mess on my slightly hooded eyelids when I do my top lashes. If you're someone who has hooded eyelids and you find you always make a mess with your mascara, do this tip. I'm telling you, it's going to be a game changer for you. Shani on Instagram is saying she loves this mascara. Thank you so much, Shani. And this is a great giftable item. I'm telling you, this is what I'm going to be giving my kids' teachers, is this mascara. Because you just can't go wrong with it. It's such a great mascara. It's easy to use, washes away easily. It's water resistant, so it's not waterproof. It's not going to be a pain to wash off at the end of the night. But, you know, just your regular wear and tear, it's fine with. So we've done those lower lashes with that itty bitty baby wand. Now I'm actually going to do my upper lashes. That little wand is great to catch your inner corners, your outer corners, but I especially love it. Once again, I said I have slightly hooded eyelids, so it sags a bit. And because of that, I don't necessarily always use a lot of eyeliner. If I'm doing a dramatic look, I'm all in for the eyeliner. But on days like this, I'm not going to do it because I have very little eyelid real estate that I don't really want to draw all over with. But what you can do with that little wand is actually get really close to the base of your lashes, right where your lashes meet your skin, and you press it there. You're almost going to be, you're essentially stamping the mascara at the base of your lashes. So I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to get really, really close and stamp it. I press it, almost wiggle it, and then I bring it up. So I get right to the base of those lashes. So this is a great thing if you like the look that you get when you use eyeliner, but maybe you can't right now. Maybe you're not great at eyeliner, or you know, the lines end up being too big and you look like Amy Winehouse, or maybe you have a daughter who loves the look of eyeliner and you just think, oh girl, let's try a little something else. They got beautiful eyes. It's really, I've seen a lot of teens and preteens, they love the look of adding the drama to their eyes, but they almost make the eyeliner way too thick, and it ends up, instead of making their eyes stand out, it makes their eyes look small. So if you want the eyes to stand out but not look small, you get yourself this mascara. You do this little stamp thing that I'm telling you about. So you just put it at the very base of those lashes and press it and then pull it through. And look at that. That's just with the little wand. Can you see a difference? I'm going to stop here for a second and see if you can see a difference. This is literally just with that little wand. And it gives me, from what I can see on my end, a look of like a little bit of eyeliner. Helps enhance that eye, but I didn't take over any of that eyelid real estate. So let me know if you can see that difference in the comments. I'm excited to see. So what I do now, because I am someone that I do like my lashes to stand out a little bit, I'm now going to go in with that big wand that I was telling you about, and I am going to go a little coat right over on top to add a little bit more product and a little bit more drama. I'm holding my mirror low, okay, below my chin, and I'm looking down so that way I don't get the mascara on that hooded eyelid. Melanie says you can see it. Yay, awesome. And there you go. There it is with the little and the big wand, all from that Twisted mascara that I'm throwing in free on any orders 100 or more through Tuesday, so you can treat yourself, buy some gifts. You know, as I said, if you have people on your list who like makeup or need some skincare, or the people that you just be going to the gift shop and buying a funny pair of socks for. I mean, we all have those people, right? There's no shame in that game. There's people that you say, I want to gift them something, I just don't know what to gift them. You cannot go wrong with this mascara. If the person has eyelashes, they're gonna love it. So once again, I'm getting really close and I'm stamping that product at the base of the lashes. I'm looking down. I do have a stand mirror, so that way I don't have to hold it the entire time. If you're someone who applies your makeup in the bathroom and you're looking straight at the mirror, when you're doing that with the wand, if your eyelid is a little saggy or kind of stands out a little bit, most likely you're going to hit your eyelid and you'll make a mess of your mascara. So if you do your mascara, hold your mirror below your chin, and that way when you're doing it, it's more going out versus up. If you do it in the bathroom and you don't have a little compact mirror to look into, tilt your head back. Yes, it's gonna look like you can see right up your nose, but that's the angle that you're going for in regards to how you swipe your mascara wand. All right, so we've got the little wand. I'm gonna go in now with the big wand, and this will wrap things up. So this just adds a little bit more product, a little bit more definition. But some people who want that really soft, feathery, separated look, they're fine with just that little wand, because you saw the difference that it made. So Twisted mascara. Message me if you want to put in any orders. Please, please, please. I want to make sure that it goes through the right link to get it all set and good to go. I am going to set this. If I moved all my stuff, so here we go. Here's my setting powder. So you can set your makeup with setting powder or setting spray. I do have a brand new launch today, just through this week, Prime and Set spray, which is really awesome. I ordered it already today, but I am going to mattify this a little bit, so I'm choosing setting powder. So I'm just going to put a little bit of it under. I should have done this before my mascara. Do as I say, not as I do, okay? Do your mascara after you've done your setting powder. You don't want to get powder all over those pretty little lashes. So I just apply a light dusting. What I find with setting powder is it will help mattify a look a little bit. and locks that makeup in place. Setting spray is great for those of you who have more of an issue with fine lines and makeup kind of creasing inside fine lines. We're going to make sure you have the prime and set so that that way can be the primer to help fill in those fine lines or pores. Put your makeup on and then you set it, and it's really going to help sandwich it and lock it in place. If you're someone who has a large pore problem where your pores always kind of show, or if you have an oil problem, we're going to be going more for a setting powder. This prime and set applied after foundation or before. So when it's called prime and set, it's before and after. Isn't that awesome? So generally you do your primer first, then all your foundation and blush and bronzer, and then your setting product. So it's a nice sandwich. But I have two prime and set products right now, one that is a powder to give you a matte finish, and one that is a spray. It's just available this week. It will become part of my core line, but I don't know when. So if you want to try it or not, you can. Everything on my site comes with a 14-day love it guarantee. So you can try it out, see if it works for you. If you want to try something different instead, I give you a coupon so we can switch it on right away. You don't have to mail anything back. And if you try it and you don't love it and you just want your money back, I do that for you too. I want you to be happy and love what you get. So let's add a little lippy and then I'll be good to go. I've been talking here for quite some time, so thank you ever so much for tuning on in. I really, really, really do appreciate all of you for keeping me company. I am going to do a lipstick, or do I want a lip gloss? I could do a lip gloss. I think I'm going to do a lip gloss today. Let's go for it, right? So this is the shade Lighthearted. It looks really bold, right? I promise you it's not. When you do more of a gloss kind of product, the same with lip butter, if you just do a light layer, it's just going to add a little swath of color. If you do lots of layers, then it does become super pigmented. So I'm just going to do a little swipe of color, and you're going to see what it does. Just a little something. Add definition to those lips. I'm going to go on with a little second coat. There we go. Not too shabby. There we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Did you learn something today? If you did, let me know in the comments below. If you learned anything, we covered how I use concealer to help with the darkness under my eyes, the importance of priming and setting your face. I let you know about my Cyber Monday deal, which I'm calling my Cyber Monday and Tuesday deal because, you know, there's only 24 hours in a day. You might be a little busy today. So it includes my setting products are all bundled up, and you can choose one of those, including my new Prime and Set Spray, which is a 2-in-1 product. You can then get a blush or one of my new matte bronzers. So I showed you how I bronzed, how I blushed, and there's an upgrade. You can also get a new brush to use with that bronzer. So that is my deal going on all week long. But if you do want to help me towards my goal, I am running for a promotion. I do need to have the orders placed by Tuesday night at midnight. Please message me directly. I just want to make sure that we have the right colors for you and that it's going through the right link. And yeah, if you have anyone that you need to shop for, and if you want to give them mascara, lip gloss, anything like that, I would love to help you with your gifting. All of my products come with a love it guarantee. I want to make sure that you and your loved ones do love your makeup. So thank you ever so much for tuning in to this Minute with Mary. I hope that you have a great day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye, guys.